Now that we own this thing, what are we going to do with it?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to smash it into 5,500 pieces. Don't do that. Why not? It's mine. I paid for it, and at least I'm going to get the pleasure of smashing it.
Charlie Munster, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. How could you do this to us after the way we trusted you?
Charlie, you proved one thing. Water is thicker than blood. I suppose you're right. I ought to be ashamed of myself. Charlie, you're no good. And I'll tell you another thing. What did you say? I said you're right. I am no good. For the first time in my life, I've been forced to look myself in the face, and it's a pretty frightening picture. I get the feeling I've just been insulted. Being here with all of you will shown me the error of my ways. And if you'll just give me another chance, I'll do my best to make it up to you. Well, if you ask me, it's a little late for that now.
It's 2 o'clock.
Shut up.
Never more.
I realize I've done a lot of rotten things. But you see, I've changed. And to prove it, I'm going to buy that worthless machine back from you. Oh, yeah? When do I get paid?
Never more.
Oh, do shut up.
He's wound up too tight.
I'll pay you this very moment. Oh, well, here's the money. Well, Charlie, Well, Charlie, I guess I misjudged you. We all make mistakes. We're only human. Well, cheerio. At least let me drive you to the station. Not necessary, boy. I already phoned a cab. Well, ta-ta all. Don't forget your old Uncle Charlie. Eddie, here's a little something for your piggy bank.
Goodbye, Charlie. You made the right decision. After all, you can't always get by on your good looks.
I suppose you're right. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Charlie.
Goodbye, Charlie.
Charlie! Was that Charlie?
He just left.
Oh, I wanted to talk to him. You know, he's been acting kind of strange since I fixed his machine.
Fixed his machine?
Yeah, I showed him this batch of uranium I made, and he hightailed it over to Mrs. Cartwright like a bat out of heaven.
He tricked me again with that sob story of his, darn it.
Look, Pop, the quarter's fake, too.
Chipped us all. The machine was a phony until you made it work.
Well, I'm glad he took it with him. I, for one, wouldn't want that machine around in this house.
Why not?
Well, I tell you, if he starts fooling with that machine, there's no telling what may happen.
Driver, the airport and step on it.
What's the hurry, Charlie?
Knuckles.
Where's the 5 Gs?
I haven't got it. But Knuckles, I've got something much better. Both you and I are going to be millionaires. Just let me show you this machine. You see, now it really works.
Okay. But this time it better be good.
He's in the cab, Grandpa. What was that about the machine?
Oh, nothing. It's just that the machine... Machine's still got a few bugs in it.
be a nice kitty and drink all your milk.
Herman, can't you be quiet? You'll wake the dead.
You know, Lily, this house is very strange tonight.
It's also very noisy, thanks to you.
A man can't have a sandwich in his own house.
If a man would eat his dinner when he was supposed to.
I don't like to eat with strangers.
Oh, one sweet little stranger who is about to become a member of the family whether you like it or not.
That's right. Ignore my opinion. Make me feel unwanted, like an intruder.
Well, if you're an intruder, then you'd better find someplace else to sleep, because this room is reserved for my husband.
Well, if that's the way you feel about it, I'll just go downstairs and sleep on the sofa. Why should I have to spend the night on a short, lumpy sofa? I'll use the guest room.
Herman, what have you done?
Not a thing.
Lydia's gone. What did you say to her?
I didn't say a word. She just looked at me, screamed, and ran out.
Oh, good evening, miss. We wanted you to know that we got her, and she confessed to everything.
Got her? Mrs. Gardner.
Mrs. Gardner? Black Widow Gardner. Your grandpa wasn't the first man she tried to marry just to get his dough.
We picked up her accomplice, and he said she was here. Just as we drove up, she came busting out of the house.
You mean she's some kind of a swindler?
The queen of them all. You know, your grandfather's the only one she hasn't managed to do away with.
I thought all that sweetness was too good to be true.
You know, I hate to tell you this, miss, but she thinks that you've got a monster in that house.
A monster? Oh, that's ridiculous. There's nobody in here but my family.
That's what we figured. She's just trying to build up an insanity plea to make it easy for herself.
Well, good night, miss.
Come on, Mrs. Gardner.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I couldn't face him again. Good night. And thank you.
Did that policeman say that Lydia was trying to kill me?
I'm sorry, Grandpa, but she was the notorious Black Widow.
See? I told you. You can't be too careful. When you think of some of the people running around loose in the world today, it's frightening.